Caution! Important notice regarding the area and filming. The area we are visiting this time is a community with a unique traditional background. Photography and filming are strictly prohibited throughout the district. Police and local community associations conduct frequent patrols to enforce this rule. Local residents go about their daily lives with the understanding that this is a private and sensitive area. If you choose to visit, please do so only after acknowledging and accepting these strict no-filming regulations. Regarding the restaurant Taiyoshi Hyakuban featured in this video, filming is permitted only as long as the surrounding operating buildings and businesses are not captured in the shot. Photography that includes the ryotei, adult entertainment establishments, within the red-framed area is strictly prohibited. Murasaki Shikibu is credited as the author of The Tale of Genji. It is said that she wrote the masterpiece in the Genji Noma, Genji Room, located within the main hall of Ishiyama-dera Temple. A key feature of this room is the Kato Mato window, a style found in temples, castles, and traditional residences, characterized by an upper frame shaped like a flame or a flower. In this room, the addition of shoji, paper screens, further enhances its prestigious atmosphere. Additionally, the negishi, horizontal beams, are decorated with cloud patterns, adding another layer of elegance and high status to the space. The room also features a funazoko tenjo, boat-bottom ceiling. A funazoko tenjo is a type of ceiling structure where the center is higher than the sides, forming a sloped or arch shape similar to the underside of a ship's hull, which is how it earned its name. There are various styles. Some use a keisho yanura, exposed decorative roof framing. Some feature a decorative ridgepole in the center with flat wooden planks, and others conceal the beams and posts entirely. While this term generally refers to ceilings with a gentle slope, those with a steeper pitch are sometimes called yakata tenjo, gable roof ceiling. Notable examples of this design can be found in famous tea rooms, such as Kanun-te, Urasenke School, an 8-tatami mat room favored by Sen no Sotan; Gyoshu-te, Musha no Ko Jisenke School, a 3-tatami mat room with a daime, 3/4 mat; Furoan, at Geryu Sanso, a unique example featuring the arched version of this ceiling. For detailed explanations of terms like negishi, horizontal beams, shoji, paper screens, munagi, ridge poles, hari beams, and tsuka, struts, please refer to my previous videos. I have included the links in the description box below. The Uranoma, Yura Room, is a themed room inspired by Oboshi Uranosuke, the protagonist of the legendary play Kanadehon Chushingura. What is Kanadehon Chushingura? It is one of the most celebrated plays in Ningyo Joruri, traditional puppet theater, and kabuki. First performed in August 1748 at the Takemoto-za Theater in Osaka, this 11-act epic was a collaboration between 3 master playwrights, Takeda Izumo II, Miyoshi Shoraku, and Namiki Senryu. It is popularly known today simply as Chushingura. Historical facts versus fiction. While the play is based on the real-life Ako incident of 1701, where Lord Asano attacked Lord Kira inside Edo Castle, it features significant fictional adaptations. At the time, the shogunate, the military government, strictly prohibited portraying recent scandals involving the ruling class. To bypass this censorship, the playwrights cleverly moved the setting from the Edo period to the Muromachi period, the 14th century. They also changed the names of the real people. For example, the real leader, Oishi Kuranosuke, became the fictional Oboshi Uranosuke. This practice of disguising history was common in all Chushingura-related plays and storytelling of that era. The Legend of the 47 Ronin, a story of loyalty and honor. If you visit Japan, you will likely hear the name Chushingura, the treasury of loyal retainers. This is one of Japan's most famous true stories, embodying the ultimate spirit of the samurai: loyalty, patience, and honor. 1. The incident at Edo Castle. The story begins in 1701 at Edo Castle, modern-day Tokyo. A young lord named Asano Naganori was provoked and insulted by a powerful official, Kira Yoshinaka. Unable to endure the humiliation, Asano drew his sword and wounded Kira. At that time, drawing a weapon in the castle was a grave crime. The shogun immediately ordered Asano to commit seppuku, ritual suicide, and abolished his clan. However, Kira received no punishment at all. This unfair judgment left Asano's samurai devastated and without a master. They became Ronin. 2. The Years of Patience. Led by their chief counselor, Oishi Kuranosuke, 47 of these, Ronin vowed to avenge their late master. To deceive Kira and the government spies, they hid their true intentions for nearly 2 years. Oishi himself pretended to live a life of decadence, spending his time in tea houses and bars to make everyone believe he had lost his samurai spirit. Meanwhile, his men worked as laborers and craftsmen to gain access to Kira's mansion. 3. The Snowy Night Raid. On a freezing, snowy night in December 1702, the 47 Ronin finally reunited. They launched a daring midnight raid on Kira's mansion in Edo. After a fierce battle, they captured Kira and offered his head at the grave of their master, Asano, fulfilling their secret vow. 4. The Ultimate Sacrifice. Although the public cheered for their bravery, the Ronin had broken the law. The shogun eventually ordered them to commit seppuku. They accepted their fate with dignity, knowing they had restored their master's honor. The ceiling features a coffered structure decorated with intricate patterns. The outer section displays the family crests, kamon, of the Akoroshi, the 47 Ronin, while the inner section is adorned with floral motifs, hanamon. In terms of architectural status, the coffered ceiling, gotenjo, is highly prestigious. Its rank is further elevated by the coved design, oriage, which creates a curved transition from the walls to the ceiling, signifying the highest level of formality. Presented here are the names of the various parts of a shoji screen. The shoji in the uranoma room is a true masterpiece, showcasing the peak of traditional craftsmanship. The curved woodwork of the kumiko lattice is exceptionally difficult to achieve. It is crafted using the traditional meguapa bentwood technique. Additionally, the vertical slats, tateiko, are subtly tapered. This delicate shaving causes their thickness to appear different depending on the angle from which they are viewed. We have now moved down to the first floor. This expansive area, created by connecting 3 rooms, is known as Momoyama-dena. Each of these 3 rooms follows its own distinct theme, which is reflected in the meticulously placed kugikakushi, decorative nailhead covers, intricate wood carvings, and ornate metal fittings. Among the 3, the Botan Noma, peony room, holds the highest status. It once served as a formal reception room and was also the personal private chamber of the owner. Here we showcase the distinct ceiling designs of each room. In the Botan peony room, the coffered ceiling is decorated with meiki, gold lacquer, and raiden, mother-of-pearl inlay. At the time of its construction, the brilliant gold and iridescent shells would have shimmered magnificently against the deep black background. Next, the Ho-Oh, Phoenix Room, also features a coffered ceiling, gotenjo. This style is highly prestigious and is a design frequently seen in grand temple and shrine architecture. Finally, the Shion-den, Aster Room, features a wood strip ceiling, Saobuchi Tenjo. While this style is common in standard Japanese homes today, the ceiling in Taiyoshi hyakuban is exceptional. It uses large, single-piece planks of straight-grained wood, masame-ita, premium materials typically reserved for the tokonoma, decorative alcove, the most formal area of a Japanese room. I have researched the structures of both coffered ceilings, gotenjo, and wood strip ceilings, saobuchi tenjo. In Japanese architecture, the value and prestige of a room increase proportionally with the amount of timber used and the rarity of the wood selected. I researched the different types of wood grain patterns that appear when timber is cut. In Japanese woodworking, the term masame is typically reserved for boards. Even if a square timber, masakaku, shows vertical grain on its faces, it is generally referred to by its structural name, rather than being called masame kaku. Itame, plain sawn grain, refers to the wood grain that runs parallel to the long axis of the board. Unlike quarter-sawn wood, it displays a decorative, wave-like pattern often called a, quote, cathedral pattern. Technically, this surface is cut tangential to the growth rings. Garden stones also have themes, where the stones in the foreground represent the masculine, while those in the background represent the feminine. A wall from the red light district's era still stands to the west of Taiyoshi hyakuban. Because it is made of reinforced concrete, removal appears difficult. While walls on unified plots are being cleared, those serving as boundaries between different owners often remain. However, the concrete is partially crumbling. Building a new house next to it seems risky, as falling debris could damage the new structure and make repairs nearly impossible. Consequently, older buildings often remain intact where they face these walls.